Candlepin bowling is a New England tradition and a sport enjoyed by both girls and boys of all ages. Our show brings the game to the younger generation, featuring bright futures and brighter smiles. Hosts Dan Gauthier and Rob Taylor call the action on Candlepin for Kids. Candlepin for Kids is made possible by its generous sponsors Oddball Sporting Goods, Leo Super Bowl, Paramount Industries, and individual donators like you. To learn how to donate, go to www.cp4k.com. From Pilgrim Lanes in Haverhill, Massachusetts, Candlepin for Kids, Tournament of Champions, oldest age group. It all comes down to this. I'm Rob Taylor. He's Dan Gauthier. Let's get this match started already, right, Dan?
You're so good with names, Rob. I'm going to try to do this without the sheet and prove to you that I'm good with names. Alex Haesaert, returning victor from the previous event, along with one of the most elite Candlepin bowlers for females around, Kylie Josefiak, are going to challenge another elite female bowler. I think you're seeing probably the two best, not to take anything away from Danny Manser or any of the other female bowlers, probably in my opinion the two best under 18 female bowlers. Madison Kelly, great, all the props in the world to her. Colleen Dumas, we've had a lot of good ones, but these two are probably the best, and two very fine male bowlers. Also over here we have Aaron Belanger, one of the many Belanger bowlers, and he bowled great up in Canada, and I look forward to seeing these guys compete here. It's going to be a great match. If it's anywhere near as good as the last ones, we're in for a treat.
Couldn't agree more. Let's meet the bowlers, shall we? It's in the match, and she was taking down boys left to right. It wasn't a gender-specific tournament. As Kylie ties the match up, or gave them a one-head lead there. And Haesaert takes it with a hammer. What a performance. We saw Amanda Banks had a horrible-looking leave, but no matter. She puts it away for the spare. Love it if they did it again for us this summer. All over it. Aaron Belanger getting comfortable under the TV lights at the end of this string. Josefiak. String number one here on Candlepin for Kids. We were lucky enough to get Mike McIntosh from the Pro Series to do it again. You ready for this one, Mac?
It's anything like the last one. I'm definitely ready.
We're ready too. Amanda, you're ready, right? Let's get this started. It's Amanda Banks on lane 3, Kylie Josefiak on lane 2. Maybe the two top girl bowlers under 18 in the game of Candlepin.
Let's see if Amanda can live up to your blog, Rob, where you pointed out that she usually has the hottest starts in the first 3, 4, 5 boxes.
She's thrown 2 140s on our show before. Nearly took that one.
Nice try, good try.
What about this crowd we got, Dan? They are into this.
It's awesome.
Quiet for each ball and then exploding when something happens. Amanda coming out of the gate strong with 10. Rough 6 for Kylie. We can expect that to turn around.
It's like a tennis crowd, except that it's exciting.
That's deafening at times.
Almost don't want to say anything to break the silence here. Amanda stepping up to the lane. Again, just a little bit off. Kylie finds that pocket. Nice spare leave. That one look pretty good?
It looks good, but the wood's still coming out a little. I think it's okay. Anywhere on the inside of the 8 pin is fine.
Kylie's on it. She's got the first mark of this match.
Rob, I was thinking the least you could have done was call me this morning. We could coordinate our wardrobes a little better.
That was my bad.
Who has the prettier orange?
That's the question.
This might be more of a salmon. I've been told this is a salmon.
I appreciate you representing the Candlepin for Kids colors. I assume that was going into your decision.
That's all I have in my wardrobe.
We'll take it. Spent a solid 5 minutes last night convincing Dan to wear blue. That way we would represent the colors. No, Rob, I need red. No, Gauthier, settle down.
Yeah, blue's not slimming, Rob, and I need all the help I can get.
Now Amanda finds the head pin. Tough spare leave to shoot at. Kylie's on the head pin too, also full. Will she carry the extra? She does. Looking at a nice little single.
Kylie can see the pin. She's going to probably want to get down on the pin itself. Oh, she's right through the wood.
Great call, Mac. Kylie will definitely take it.
Yeah, I liked where Amanda hit hers too. She just didn't get lucky.
We saw both of these girls with several shots on our top 10 spares of the year, something you enjoyed, Mac. You said we had a top shot last match that ought to make a new video with Josh Haesaert.
Yeah, Josh made the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 clean like one.
I think we'll have to do a new video for you guys when this one comes to a close.
It's worth mentioning Amanda Banks just yesterday. I saw on Facebook she hit her new high triple at a 380.
That's right. You can see why with the hammer right there. Amanda Banks didn't quite get off to the hot start I predicted, but looks like she's starting to get settled in up there.
We just had to mention her 380, and
that's all
she remembered how she did it.
Kylie looking for 3 in a row. Very close.
Yeah, great ball.
Okay, looking to pin. Does hold on for the 10. So now Amanda down 13 early, but she's got 2 balls here to fill it with.
Going for the bowling balls, too. We have one person in that raffle already. If she gets the doubles, her team will be in it as well.
The person who did it was Cole Fry, and you mentioned, Dan, that in a day of sensational bowling, Cole, at 10 years old, still stands out with the high single of the day.
Big pin if it falls, and it does.
So now where are we going, Mac?
On the wood.
I think she's going to want to be maybe down low to get a little snap off the wall.
I had to set high. And she goes
both
middle.
Wrong. Red line it. Kylie Josefiak picks hers up, too. Things are getting heated up with our ladies. At the half, a 3-pin difference, both on balls, and now it's time for our gentlemen.
These matches just keep getting better, don't they, Rob? We're on a 50% mark pace for our kids.
It's true. It's Alex Haesaert coming up after one of the most thrilling finishes in show history. He needed 7 for the tie in the 10th box. He threw a hammer. He's going up against Aaron Belanger, the sportsmanship winner in the Canada tournament. If I remember correctly, Aaron came onto the show with his high triple in his qualifying match.
And that first ball for Aaron was nerves because he doesn't throw the 7-pin. Hopefully get it out of the system.
You mentioned, Dan, that it's an advantage the challengers have in these matches that they've got one under their belt.
Nerves are gone, for him.
Aaron over there again. You know he's going to get it figured out over the course of the match. Alex going to look to take advantage here. A little bit light. Aaron taking his time, looking for the out.
He really did take his time. That almost impresses me by itself.
Sometimes you got to hope you don't think too much while you're taking your time, though. Alex with 8, Aaron with 5, both getting the tough ones out of the way.
Back here in the pocket. Come on.
That is the one situation where I support it, though, taking the extra deep breath and going back when you've only got 1 pin down after 2, as opposed to sometimes you see people psych themselves out if they've just got a single left up and you're taking forever to shoot it. I just say go for it. I hate waiting on this.
But that usually comes with age, too.
Aaron over there again. Aaron's got a high single of 156. Qualified with a 352 back at the Pilgrim stop, where I believe he threw that 156. And he needed all of those pins to come back in order to make the show. And qualified for the finals with Amanda. Alex looking to capitalize on the spare chance. A little bit off.
Come on, Aaron.
Maybe Aaron didn't approve of me coming back to co-host this second show.
We may have to kick you out for the second half if this continues.
I know when you're going through a rough patch like this, the one thing that I always look to if I'm the bowler going through the rough patch is you tell yourself, look, my opponent hasn't really taken advantage of it yet, and that's key, and then try to build from there.
Aaron does get out of that with a 7. He was on the head pin. We saw something similar in our Division 1 semifinals when Colin Pedigo really struggled out of the gates with his 2-4, I believe it was, fouling.
Yeah, he
but
had 6
once
after 2.
He got it figured out. I think he still managed to hit 100.
Yeah,
right around 100.
Right around 100. You're right.
And his next 3 balls were all over the head pin. Aaron doing the same thing.
Right on cue, Rob.
I know you got it.
And now Aaron has to figure out that first ball he was throwing earlier. It'll be right on that 7th pin.
Or just play the wood. Rob likes wood like this.
It's true.
From our academy team days.
Here's a little left. Alex going to try and take advantage. Also left. Those singles are tough, aren't they?
Yeah, the singles are tough. It gets in your head.
Especially when you're trying to get that one to break the ice. Sometimes you'd rather have all the time, you'd rather have some with a plank in front of it.
He would have rather had the 5-pin at that point. And he finally put the ball on the head pin. Now you're asking him to hit a pin he's been hitting by accident when he's been aiming 3 feet to the right of it.
Sometimes going through your head, you're thinking aim further right to compensate for stuff, and it definitely makes it tricky.
Well, like you said, it hasn't hurt him so far too much. Only 5 pins difference.
And then with 3 from his partner, so that's 8 pins down, but their team's on a fill. So it's a virtually even match. Oh, actually, there's a fill for both teams.
His first ball has definitely gotten back on. Might have the better leaf here. I'd probably take the 4 Horsemen.
I don't like the 4 Horsemen at Pilgrim, Rob. I can't make it here. That is a
always
hard
the
shot at
10 pin,
Pilgrim.
Aaron says no thank you. He'll take his 4 Horsemen. Aaron's on the board.
Aaron's going on the left side of the wood. Just like that.
That was close. You got to give Alex credit for going all out for the shot. Sometimes on ones like that, you want to make sure you hit the wood. And
I was thinking the same thing, Rob. But you could just do what you just did there, and you could just make sure you hit it, and you don't even give yourself a chance. I'd almost rather see the kid miss on the hole side if he just barely misses because he was aggressive at it.
Right.
So now Aaron with a critical fill, which could give him the lead against his opponent. His team is trailing by 3. He's got a chance to get it all back here. Trailing by 6, actually. He's on the head pin. Ooh. That's tough.
Bad time to get a bad break.
Haesaert now also full, carries several more pins. Another tough one.
But he has double wood. Sort of a sandwich.
Where's the spot, Mac?
Can you tell it's getting close to lunch?
But I think he's going to want to. Well, the wood's still rolling. I think now he's going to be one on the right tip. If the wood was closer to the pin, he'd be on the left side of it. But now he's going to want to be on the right side.
Haesaert studying it on the Pilgrim pin cam.
Kylie's advice: hit it and see what happens.
That's generally my motto. Aaron goes left, pulls it off.
You know,
what a shot by Alex.
We're gonna have to refrain from saying where to play these shots.
So Alex with a pretty one going into the break. Aaron on the object pin, a tough out for 5. Our girls will be back up to take the lanes. We've got a good match going on so far. You got to be back to check out string number 2.